Yo, you, wait a minute. I just wanted to tell you guys to make sure you thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that little bell. And that will be all. Enjoy the video.
Slick talker since a jet. Wintertime, all the time, ooh, yeah. Look at the way that I move, swag. Disrespectful and I'm rude, okay. I had cocaine in the school. Winter one hell of a kid. I am smoking gas, jogging mid. I'm lit. What you doing? I done did. I swear. Slick talker since a jet. Finesse. I know that this what they want. Facts. Run up some money, I'm gone. I'm the truth like Ron.
I'll bet they won't have. Wow, they have it. Canned drip.
Welcome back to another video. Lacey's Cutie Squad, you already know how it been. So before we even start the video and before we even go straight to it, I want to tell y'all that we're almost at 12,000. We're halfway, basically quarter way to 12,000. I'm excited to hit this next milestone. So if y'all can, make sure y'all smack the subscribe button, hit the bell, and thumbs up to this video, and hopefully you'll make it to the end with this video. And thank you. Anyway, let's get into it. So what I already have for D is going to be Bolt. Now the reason why I put Bolt on D and why it's really a D, okay, don't get me wrong, the hit and rush, it hits multiple people, but Bolt isn't really that good. The Z, it does surround damage when it slams on the floor. It does a decent amount of damage. The second move, the Senken Blaze, I mean, that's all right, but at the same time it's kind of doo-doo. It's weird. The move shoots tons of yellow electric balls at opponent. Each ball does a small amount of damage. It stuns them. I mean, you could probably do a combo with it, but it still doesn't do a lot of damage to your opponent. The ground blitz, the last move makes a bunch of lightning pillars on the ground that does a stun, which doesn't really do a great amount of damage, sadly. So that's why this one is really at D. It's great and all, but it's not at its greatest. It's not really that good yet, but if it ever has an upgrade or whatever, I feel like it will do good. So let's go to the next one. Yes sir. Now the reason why I put the Etherite version of Shizen or whatever is because, I mean, it does a decent amount of damage. It's basically the same moves, it's just red, okay? But I believe it does have a small buff and you can still do a great decent amount of damage with it. So it's not terrible. It's actually all right to have. It's actually like you can like continue doing combos with it basically, and it's actually good. It's good, but it's not like to an extent where it's overpowered. It's a great combo extender and all that. And yeah, also sound, the new bloodline that, you know, this recently came out. The reason why I put sound here is because it's not really that great, but at the same time it can be great if you know how to use it. Now the moves are vibrating wave, which is good. User pulls out a guitar and plays it, releasing a large pink wave that travels in any direction of the cursor. It deals multiple types of damage, which I really think that one is good if you're, let's say if you're doing a combo or something. So that one I really think is good. Wave blast, the user creates 4 pink sound waves around them before firing them in the direction. That one is kind of bad. Not even gonna lie, you probably going to need to stun them before even using that move, because it doesn't really hit them 100%, especially if the opponent is moving around. So no, I don't really think this is a great second move, in my opinion at least. And the last move is trembling palm, or trembling, or whatever you want to call it, bro. The user pulls out a guitar and plays it for a few seconds before releasing a large pink sound wave that travels for a short distance, dealing. Now this one is dealing multiple damage. Now this one, the first move and the last move is good. The first move and the last move is good, but the second move is utterly useless because it's way too slow. So the first move and third move can easily be in a combo extender, but honestly the second move, it's not really like that. It's not really that good. It does a decent amount of damage, and that's why it's on C, and that's why with Ederize on C, it's decent, but it's not like it's overpowered. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to the next one. As you can see, we got Tengoku on B. Now let me give you a reason why it's really on B, because they kind of nerfed it. Okay, like they kind of downgraded it a bit, and it's like it's not at its greatest anymore, but it's still good for combos and all that. You already know the first move, he have a ball in his hand and you don't even have to aim it, you don't even have to like even touch them. It's a big AoE. It's basically an air palm called a Kami hammer, and it does a decent amount of damage if you're trying to rush people and all that. It's a great combo extender. Kami Blitz. This move creates a multiple truth-seeking orbs above the user, and it explodes on impact. This is also great, but the orbs is slow, but it also hits multiple times with explosion damage. It kind of stuns them a little bit, and it's also a great combo extender too. It does a significant amount of damage to the opponent. And the last move is Kemi Blade, which shoots out basically a beam, but they kind of downgraded that to an extent where it only hits the player once. It doesn't even hit them multiple times anymore. What I experienced and how I tested it out, it doesn't even really hit them like that. So I'm gonna just give it, personally, yeah, it's definitely a B, because after that downgrade to this last move, everything else is good. The C move is fantastic. That's still good. You can't use that with any combo, but that's what I think. The reason why I put Bubbles at B, Bubbles is actually kind of good. I'm not even going to count with you. Bubbles is actually good. Bubbles have the moveset of Bubble Bullet, which fires multiple bullets and it leaves like trails along the floor. Like it basically just wises up each move, which does multiple significant, oh god, I cannot talk, significant damage. Bro, I'm not even gonna edit that out. I don't feel like editing this out. I don't know why I'm speaking like that. Then you have Bubble Tsunami, slows the opponent down, and then you have Bubble Breath, which is all good. It all stuns and makes them barely be able to move, and it's great at combo extender, and that's why it's a B. Now we got White Lightning. White Lightning is also decent, but it's not at its greatest. You got Time Jump, reminds me of Diosenko, but I mean it deals a good amount of damage, okay? And Panther Blitz basically the Black Lightning huge explosion, but I guess I think it got a damage boost. And the last one is Laser Circus. It's to Storm basically, but I'm pretty sure the damage got raised up, but I don't really see people use that one. I usually see people use the second move or the first move for combos. So yeah, that's why all these are in B, because it's great, but it's not at its greatest, you feel? So we're about to head to the next one. Okay, so we got Ryan and Kuma, or however you want to say it. Ryan and Kuma, and yeah, it's however you want to say it, bro. Now this is great for combos and all that. The moves are decent to the benefits of having this Akuma. The moves are Blaze Illusion, which upon activation, if the user is hit by an activation, they will dodge the attack and opponent will be hit with black flames, dealing damage to them. So that's also good, because if you know on the timing on when they're attacking or when they're about to attack you, you can just easily just activate that and do some damage to them while dodging. Second move is Lightning Blaze, which is also this is good. It's basically like Tengoku, where you don't even have to really even hit your opponent with it. You can just blast a wave at them basically. So that's also good. I'm not even gonna lie with you. And the last one is Arrow Blaze. This is good. I don't even have to give an explanation about it. It's decent. The Q move, when you activate the armor or whatever, is good and all that. And how you activate the full Susanoo once you get it is decent too. So yes sir. Golden Byakugan is also it's not like it's overpowered, but it's not over POP. I don't see much people using it, but I see a decent amount and they be like blazing with it, bruh. So it's basically the same moves, but it has an upgrade on damage and other that. I don't think it ever got a downgrade yet. I think it got a downgrade a little bit, but the downgrade didn't even look like it really downgraded. So yes sir, that's why both Ryan and Golden Byakugan is in A, because it's good, I'm telling you. I've been waiting for, we got Sengoku and Saiyodenko. Now before y'all even say anything, I do accept criticism in the comments on if you think what should be what. Honestly, I accept anything. So Sengoku, you already know it will the first move will summon a full body Spirit Susanoo, shooting a big explosion, which is overpowered. Second move, gravity is busted, bro. You can do any combo with it. It does a high amount of damage. And the last move is Ultra Counter, which is if you get hit with anything, it'll teleport and a giant meteor will hit you. Same with the C. If you're in the full Susanoo, you shoot a large beam, and I'm pretty sure the Q spec is basically the same thing ish, where it's just a regular flame, black ball of flames, and it's still good. And Senko is still busted. It's still good because one, the freezing move, the first move is basically you dodging, which is still busted. The freezing move really is busted too because of hitbox and everything, and it just gives you utterly good stats. And the C move is also, it's just speed, basically speed. You have an upgrade, and it's way better than the regular one. So I hope you all enjoy this video. Hopefully I get good amounts of criticism in the chat if you think something is kind of off. So I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, guys.